You're going to feel uncomfortable. This is a sensitive topic, but that's okay. You're going to learn. Today, I'm going to talk about the true nature of your existence and explain how you're not simply a human being, but a God particle having a human experience. Your physical body is just a temporary vessel for the real you, an eternal soul. Listen closely. If you miss any of the key details, you'll completely misunderstand what I'm about to say. So, stay present and tuned in until the end, because later I'll share what Thoth the Atlantean had to say about your immortal nature. There's a lot of nuance in mysticism and spirituality. Your body is merely a tool for the development of the spirit, a costume you're wearing in this grand cosmic play. Think about this for a moment. You don't say, "I am body." You say, "my body." You don't say, "I am hand." You say, "my hand." Your body is just your body. It's not the real you. Throughout this video, I'll refer to you as a soul, rather than as your soul, because you are the soul existing within your human form. The language must be precise. Everything about spirituality is rooted in direct experience, so use the wisdom I share as a guide to help you experience these truths. What I'm sharing is not just a theory, it's the result of deep inner work and direct experience by myself and the mystics at the library. True self-realization at the highest level. Your purpose in life is to remember your true nature as part of the all, to realize that you, the soul, are immortal. You've always been immortal. Right now, you exist in human form, but you are not human. You're a multi-dimensional being of light, a fragment of universal consciousness, experiencing itself through the lens of physical reality. If you want to dive deeper into this with me, give us a like and subscribe. We'll help you while you help us. Now, let's talk about your universal essence in relation to the Oversoul. Listen closely, and you will be free. Consciousness, in its liberated form, is fused with the cosmic, aligned with the order and law of the all. As written by the great intelligencer, Tahuti, also known as Thoth the Atlantean, let me explain to you what it truly means to be a god. We're not talking about being an all-powerful, separate entity that rules over creation. We're talking about something far more mystical and fascinating. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe, experiencing itself from your unique perspective. Think of it this way. Imagine the entire universe as an infinite ocean of consciousness. You, as an individual, are like a wave in that ocean. You appear to be separate, with your own form and movement, but you are made of the same substance. You're not different from the ocean. You are it, just as much as the wave is part of it. Your individuality is real, but it's not the whole truth. You are simultaneously the wave and the entire ocean. This is what it means to be a god. You are a localized expression of universal consciousness, the divine essence that permeates all of existence. You are not just connected to this essence, you are that essence. You are the divinity, experiencing yourself from a specific vantage point. The life we think we're living as separate individuals is actually a kind of death compared to our true nature as universal consciousness. This physical existence is just a small fraction of your total being. It's like focusing on one pixel of an infinite screen. You're missing the bigger picture. As I often say, modern quantum physics is beginning to align with what mystics have been teaching for millennia. The double-slit experiment shows that particles behave differently when observed, suggesting consciousness shapes physical reality. This aligns perfectly with the mystical understanding that consciousness is fundamental to existence. Quantum entanglement reveals non-local connections between particles across vast distances, suggesting a unified field that connects all things. This mirrors the spiritual concept of universal interconnectedness, the idea that we are all one at the deepest level of reality. The zero-point field in quantum physics, which is a sea of background energy permeating seemingly empty space, aligns with the spiritual idea of all-pervading cosmic energy or consciousness. This field could be considered the scientific equivalent of the ocean of consciousness we spoke about earlier. These discoveries are bridging the gap between mysticism and empirical science, showing us that the universe is far more interconnected, conscious, and mysterious than we ever imagined. So, if you are a god, a localized expression of universal consciousness, how do you start living from this truth? How do you awaken to your divine nature? The first step is to question your current identity. You've been conditioned to believe that you're merely a physical body with a separate mind. But is that really true? Start observing your thoughts, emotions, and sensations. Notice how they come and go while something within you remains constant. That unchanging awareness is a glimpse of your true nature. There are states of consciousness beyond the physical form, and they're not just mythological concepts. They're maps of consciousness, showing us the vast terrain that exists beyond our usual waking state. I've personally experienced these states through deep meditation and other spiritual practices. Try this. Close your eyes and focus on the space between your thoughts. As thoughts arise, don't engage with them. Just notice the gaps between them. That space of pure awareness, free from thought, is a taste of your true nature as universal consciousness. Let me know in the comments if you're starting to grasp how deeply connected you are to the divine. Now let's talk about transcending the limitations of the body. As you begin to identify less with your physical body and memory, and more with the unchanging awareness at your core, you'll naturally start to transcend your perceived limitations. This physical existence, with all its challenges and boundaries, is actually a catalyst for your spiritual growth. It's through overcoming these limitations that you remember your limitless nature. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to reconnect with your divine nature. When faced with a problem, instead of reacting from your limited ego, try stepping back into a broader awareness. Ask yourself, how would universal consciousness respond to this situation? Practice expanding your sense of self. Start with your body. Then extend your awareness to include the room you're in, the building, the city, the planet, the solar system, the galaxy. Feel yourself as the space in which all these things appear. This is the true magnitude of your being as a god, as vast as the entire universe. When you align more with your true nature as universal consciousness, you'll begin to understand your role as a co-creator of reality. Your thoughts, beliefs, and expectations are literally shaping the reality you experience. Pay attention to your thoughts and beliefs. Are they in alignment with your true, unlimited nature? Or are they rooted in outdated ideas about who you are? Practice visualizing what you want to create in your life, not from a place of lack, but from the understanding that you are the universal consciousness from which all things emerge. You're not trying to acquire something you don't have. You're allowing your divine nature to express itself in new ways. Remember, this isn't about using spiritual ideas to inflate your ego. It's about transcending the ego and aligning with your true nature as universal consciousness. As you do this, you'll begin to act with more compassion, wisdom, and power, the true qualities of a god in human form. You, as the soul, aren't a singular, isolated entity. You are multidimensional, with different aspects operating across various levels of reality. Ancient traditions have recognized this complexity, describing different facets of the soul that exist beyond our physical awareness. There's an aspect of you, as the soul, that is free to move between physical and spiritual realms. This is not metaphorical. It's a reality I've experienced firsthand through advanced meditation and out-of-body experiences. There's also an enlightened aspect of your spirit, representing your highest potential. You have protective and guiding components that function beyond your physical awareness, which you might experience as intuition or a sense of being guided. What I'm sharing with you is the true nature of your multidimensional being. The soul has a hierarchical structure, with parts that reach into transcendent realms. At its highest level, you, as the soul, are directly connected to the divine source. This is why, when you go deep enough in meditation, you can experience a sense of oneness with all that is. Each soul is a direct emanation from the source of universal consciousness. You're not just created by the divine, you are an expression of it. This is why you have the power to shape your reality, and why your consciousness is fundamental to your experience of life. The real you takes on different bodies and experiences, but maintains its continuity. This is the basis for reincarnation, not about your personality being reborn, but about you choosing new experiences for growth and evolution. Through proper training and awareness, you can navigate interdimensional transitions with full consciousness. This is not only possible after death, it's something you can learn to do in this lifetime through lucid dreaming and astral projection. You, as the soul, can learn to operate independently of physical form while still incarnated. This is the basis for many advanced spiritual practices and is the key to experiencing your true multidimensional nature while still in a physical body. Now let me share with you some deep wisdom from the Emerald Tablets of Tahuti. These teachings reveal the true nature of your soul's journey and the ultimate destiny of consciousness itself. Listen carefully, for these words contain transformative truths about your existence. The soul of man moves ever onward, bound not by any one star, but ever moving to the great goal before him where he is dissolved in the light of the All. Know ye that ye shall ever go onward, moved by the law of cause and effect, until in the end both become one. Absorb this wisdom deeply. You, as the soul, are not confined to any single realm. You're on an eternal journey of evolution, always moving toward greater expansion and awareness. This journey is not random. It's guided by the cosmic law of cause and effect, often called karma. But the ultimate goal is to dissolve into the light of the All, not to cease existing, but to realize your true nature as one with the universal consciousness. Tahuti also writes, I, in a time yet unborn, all shall be one, and one shall be all. Man, a perfect flame of this cosmos, shall move forward to a place in the stars. I shall move even from out of this space-time into another beyond the stars. This gives us a glimpse into the future of human consciousness, not just individually, but collectively. We're evolving toward a state where we recognize and embody our oneness with all that is. In this state, we will transcend our current space-time reality, accessing dimensions beyond our comprehension. You, as a perfect flame of the cosmos, are a crucial part of this evolution. Your journey of awakening and remembering your divine nature contributes to this collective shift in consciousness. But don't think we're all on the same predetermined path. Tahuti makes it clear. No consciousness follows the path of those before it, else all would be repetition and vain. Each consciousness in the cycle it exists in follows its own path to the ultimate goal. Your journey is unique. You're not here to replicate anyone else's path. You're here to forge your own way, to make your unique contribution to the cosmic plan. Every experience you have, every lesson you learn, is shaping the reality of consciousness itself. The evolution of consciousness is not a linear path, but a grand cosmic journey, one that you are deeply and uniquely a part of.